Oh yeah, dude. Just got home after a long day. I think I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson today. I'm feeling good about it. Some people say he's hard, but I don't think it can be that hard, right? It's just like all the other fights, just dodge a punch. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about Tyson and some things that you might be able to do to improve your Tyson fight. And maybe just like a extensive tutorial on fighting Tyson. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm just going to kind of throw all my thoughts into the bin and kitchen sink or whatever and see what happens. Alrighty, so Tyson throws uppercuts from the very beginning of the fight all the way up until 1:30, and then he switches to throwing hooks for the second half of round 1. So right now we're going to focus on the uppercuts. He throws the first uppercut at 5 seconds. So what we do is we do this buffer like that. So basically, the way you do this buffer, let me slow it down a little bit. You're going to do 2 slow left dodges like this and a quick left dodge into a face punch. So I'm assuming that you guys should know how to do that if you're trying to fight Tyson. If you haven't learned how to do stuff like that yet, I would recommend you go watch the tutorials by Ouijui and Sinister1. They give a lot of insight on the mechanics that you need to learn in order to play this game. So go and watch those if you haven't watched those already. This is more for people that are just starting to learn to fight Tyson, have learned to do some other fights in this game. So you're going to do that buffer. Let me show you it one more time. I'm going to do 2 slow left dodges, quick left dodge, into a face punch. Okay. Once I've done that, Tyson always throws the first 3 punches of the fight. He's going to throw an uppercut on the left, an uppercut on the right, and then an uppercut on the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this buffer, which I did improperly there. Okay, now that I've thrown this punch, he's going to do one of 2 things. He's going to throw the next punch fast, or he's going to throw it with a slight delay. So what I do is I'm going to do a quick dodge, and then I'm going to start my left dodge and see if he's doing the fast punch or the slow punch. So I'm going to do this in real time, and you guys can slow down the video. We'll see what he does. So there he did the long punch. That's why I did a long dodge there. Let's see if we can get him to do this short punch. There he did the long punch again. So that would be an example of the short punch. See how I was able to do 2 quick dodges there? So what I would recommend you doing is you go into the fight, you do your first punch, you buffer this quick. Okay, I know now in the middle of my left dodge, he's already punching. So what I can do is I can press up right away as soon as I see that punch starting to go off. And then that way I can turn it into a quick dodge and I save myself a little bit of time. And also, since it's all buffered, I don't have to worry about getting hit by those first 2 punches. So let me try and do the fast one in real time again. So that would be exactly how you would do it in real time. And notice I hit both my punches too. Haha. Anyways, the guy's a loser. Don't listen to him. So after we've done these first 2 punches of the fight, he's going to throw his third punch, which is going to be on the left. So I'm going to do quick, and then I had to do a long because it was slow. Okay, now he's going to throw a left. He's going to do one of 2 things. Because he is going to switch back to the other side. He's either going to throw the punch fast, or he's going to do what's called a switchback. Now, I don't know what he's going to do right now because I haven't seen it yet. If he throws the punch fast, I'm going to dodge it because he's going to throw it right away. If he doesn't throw it right away, I'm going to do what's called a double quick dodge. I couldn't do it in time fast enough. So, i.e., if he throws it fast, you're going to dodge it. If he doesn't throw it fast, you're going to do 2 dodges. So there's an example of him throwing it fast. So he threw it fast. Now he can do multiple things. Never mind, he's gonna smack me. Okay, so that's a perfect example of doing a double quick dodge during a switchback. Let me see if I can slow that down for you guys. So you see us doing the buffer right here through this first punch. Then we're gonna do a quick dodge into a left dodge. We see he's throwing it. We do another quick dodge and then no throw right away. So we double quick dodge. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a full first phase of Tyson. I'm just gonna kind of talk you through my thought process and some of the double quicks that I do here. And this is at 5.5 times speed just to help you guys out. So I do the buffer, throw my first punch. I do a double quick there because what he does is we can see him start to throw the punch during the second dodge. So I start to press up and notice I'm already punching him in the face. Okay, now I wait. Since he doesn't throw it right away, I know I'm about to do a double quick, dodge it perfectly. Now he's going to do one of two things right here. After he throws that third punch, he's either going to do another switchback or he's going to throw on the left again. Throws on the left. Now something that's neat about Tyson is whenever he throws twice on the left, we know he's going to throw twice on the right. But since he's switching to the other hand, there's a chance that he's going to do a delay. So we have to wait and see if there's a delay. There isn't, so we know that he's going to throw on the right twice. Now he has to go back to the left, or he's going to do the 8-second delay. He could go back to the left right away as well. Those are the three kind of options here. He's going to go right away, he's going to go after a switchback, or he's going to go to the 8-second delay. Here he goes to the 8-second delay, so we wait. After the 8-second delay, it's just like we're back to the start of the fight. So what I do is I dodge and punch. I can buffer a quick dodge and a slow dodge. So I do quick, slow. Now he does one of two things. He's going to throw right away, or we're going to have to double quick. We double quick. Then he throws right away again, which means now he's going to go back to the right. And he does a switchback, so we have to double quick again. That's how you do kind of a phase of a Tyson fight. Alrighty, so here comes phase 2. I know we're going to ignore that part. Okay, let me change the speed real quick. So you come up to phase 2, and you're going to start just like you did in phase 1. You're going to do the buffers that I told you. So we start the fight. We're going to do our 2 slow lefts into our quick left face punch. And then we're going to do our quick dodge into our dodge, and we're going to see what he does. Quick. He throws it fast, so we hold up, and we punch right away. Okay, now we're going to wait. We're going to wait, and notice how the clock is getting eerily close to 1:30. We have to be careful about that. So this is when I start glancing at the clock just to see where I'm at in the fight, because as soon as 1:30 hits, he's going to start throwing his hooks. But that's something we can worry about in 12 seconds. Right now, we're worrying about whether he's going to do it right away or throw a switchback. We see a switchback, so we do a double quick. Notice how we didn't get smacked because we didn't slow dodge into it. We punch. Now he's either going to throw another left or he's going to switch back to his right. And we have 6 seconds here. He ends up throwing his left again. We punch. And now we look up at the clock and it's 1:30. So as soon as 1:30 hits, he's going to start throwing his hooks. Now, luckily, because I've hit a couple of my punches and been relatively fast, this round 1 is guaranteed, but that's not always the case. But since I know it's guaranteed, I'm not doing my hooks here. I'll be doing hooks later in the video. Okay, so a quick recap. We're going to do our buffer. He's always going to start on the left. And the first 3 punches of the fight are always going to be left, then right, then left. After those first 3 punches, there's 2 things that he's going to do. He's either going to go back to the right or he's going to throw another one on the left. If he ever throws 2 on the left, he has to go and throw 2 on the right. It's just how the game's coded. In between any of those times he will switch between hands, he does one of 2 things. He's either going to throw it right away, or he's going to hesitate and then switch back. If he ever hesitates, that's when you double quick dodge, as we saw earlier. If he ever does any of those long delays, like the 8-second delay or the 6-second delay, he's going to go back to the same pattern that he started with: left, right, then left. Same goes for phase 2 up until 130. All right, now we get to talk about my favorite part of the fight. I don't know why I like the hooks so much in this fight, but I just do. So now that you've gotten your first and second phases down, hopefully those double quick dodges are helping you out a ton. I found that they helped me a lot with my consistency. You're getting to phase 3 now. Hopefully you're getting there in under 2 minutes. If you are, you technically don't need to hit hooks to do a round 1, but obviously you need to hit hooks to get times that are lower down and then even start to get some perfect fights. So when you go into, oh, apparently my emulator's not working. When you go into phase 3, we actually have a buffer that guarantees that you're going to hit the first hook. So in order to finish phase 3, you need to hit 8 hooks, 8 frame perfect hooks. But that's something that even I don't do very consistently. So it's nice to have that free one at the start. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a slow left dodge into a right quick dodge. So slow left, quick right, and then you're going to punch right away. So I'm going to do it. Slow left into a quick right face. Okay. Now, when it comes to hooks, what I've found is easiest is obviously quick dodge. If I'm slow dodging hooks, I'm not going to be able to punch him. See? Not able to punch him if I'm slow dodging. So no slow dodging allowed. So normally what I like to do is I'll do my buffer, and then I'll quick dodge into my punches, like this. And I'll explain the timing in a second. So notice there, it took me about 40, no, less, not 40, like 50 something seconds. Anyways, so when I'm timing these, what I like to listen for, especially the audio, you hear like that boom, like as his glove is coming to the screen, right? When you hear that sound, I like to throw my punch right around when I hear that sound start to trail off. So that was early, late. So I try to punch when that sound is starting to trail off. For dodging, for my dodging cue, I watch his eye. So I'm looking at his eyes. That's a little early for my dodge. Normally I don't dodge that earlier. But watch his eyes. Notice how when he hooks, he blinks the eye, or winks with the eye that he's going to punch with. Or on the side that he's going to, hopefully he's not punching with his eyes. On the side that he's going to punch with. That's how you know where he's going to punch from. But yeah, so basically, the way I like to time stuff, I time the punches based on the audio of when his glove is coming at you. I time my dodges based on when he blinks his eye. It's a feel thing. It takes a really long time to be able to hit them. I think that I got my first round 1 and it was like a 240 something. I didn't start hitting hooks in my PBs until I got into like the 220 range. So don't expect yourself and practice too hard on hooks. I just recommend putting as much time as you can into those first 2 phases, and you don't have to worry about your hooks so much. Alrighty, I'm just gonna go over some things while I play my first ever perfect fight in the background. I'm really proud of this. It's something that took me a lot of work, except for my code entering skills. That's something that comes with time also, putting in that code. I would recommend some things. These are just some final tips as you go into these Tyson fights. The first thing would be to use save states. I'd recommend you make a save state about right here, right before Mario starts the fight. and also one in phase 3 to practice your hooks once you get there. Some things to do when practicing your uppers here is I like to watch Tyson's head return when you're throwing your uppercuts. So just like wait for his head to snap back, and then that's when you throw that frame perfect punch. That's something that just comes with time and feel. Also, I also like to use the audio. That tends to help me a lot. Same with the hooks. I like to listen for that kind of fading away sound that I just talked about, and watching his eyes for when I start dodging. But I mean, the thing that I've learned most about this entire Tyson grind is just the fact that you have to put so much time into it to be able to put up a time, like I was lucky enough to do. So just stay resilient. This is a hard fight. It's probably one of the hardest fights in video games that anybody's probably ever completed. So be proud of yourself if you can even beat him in a fight. And progress will come with time, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope it helped. If you guys have any questions, you guys can put them down in the comments. You can DM me on Discord, come into my Twitch chat and ask me questions. I'm always willing to help you guys. And if there's anything, yeah. No, that's it, actually. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys.